This was a popular meme a few years back. Actually, according to Know Your Meme, it was 10 years ago, and oh my goodness, that makes me feel old. But crazy as it may seem, multi-track drifting is not only possible, but it's happened on the London Underground. Now, I'm not much of a manga person with those Pokemans and cowboy beat bops, but my understanding is that the multi-track drifting meme has a bit of a complicated history. It started with a popular manga called Initial D, which was about street racing, and as you might imagine, involved a certain amount of drifting. This in turn was parodied by a manga called Densha DD, which I might be pronouncing wrong, which centered on train racing, and that's where this comes from. Okay, that wasn't actually a very complicated origin at all. In reality, of course, multi-track drifting is very rare indeed, but it's not impossible. A few weeks back I was sent this by a friend. This photo comes from the June 1999 issue of Green for Go, the District Line staff magazine, and it depicts, well, multi-track drifting. The story goes into a lot of detail as to what happened, how, and why. The carriage in question was number 7040, which was part of a D-stock train. That's the generation of District Line train before the current one. A lot of these have since been refurbished and turned into other kinds of train. This particular train began its journey on the 24th of May 1999 at Richmond. Between Richmond and Gunnersbury, the District Line shared its track with Silverlink Metro's North London Line, now part of the Overground. The way an underground train works is this: it picks current up from the outer rail, then sends the negative current back along the centre rail. The previous week, something had been causing damage to the negative conductor shoes on District Line trains. Exactly what was unknown at the time, but it had caused a number of trains to be withdrawn for repairs. What nobody realised at the time was that there was a misaligned rail at Richmond. Car 7040 left the station with the rest of its train, and as it did, the rail hit the negative conductor shoe hard. This went unnoticed for a while until the train left Gunnersbury. Just outside Gunnersbury is a junction. One track goes to Turnham Green on the District Line, the other to South Acton on the North London Line. Most of the train headed to Turnham Green, but it was here that the damaged conductor shoe decided to make its presence felt. It fell off and caused the rear bogie to jump the track. The back half of the carriage headed off to South Acton. The train was stopped, and fortunately there were no injuries. The train hadn't been moving fast, and there weren't many people on board. Underground staff carried out a thorough investigation of the track and soon found the culprit at Richmond. Railtrack were found to be responsible. At the time, they were the organisation who dealt with the maintenance of the track. According to Green for Go, Railtrack and district staff worked quickly to minimise disruption, and normal service was soon resumed. So there you go. It's not just a meme. Multi-track drifting is real. It's not a good idea, though. I guess what I'm saying is, don't try this at home, kids. Well, I hope you enjoyed this skewed tale from the tube. If so, please do leave a like and consider subscribing for more. This video is a bit shorter than I normally do, but I just thought it was such an odd story that I had to throw something together. I would like, as always, to thank my donors on Ko-fi, on Patreon, and here on YouTube for your support. You are the obliging signalman to my train race. And I'll see you all again very soon. Cheerio.